ranked opponent at Kinnick Stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome opportunity to have a ranked opponent coming into Kinnick. It's going to be a tough game, obviously. They're a great team. They showed it last week how good they can play, the potential that team has. And they do a lot of things on defense as well. They like to throw a lot of different things at us. So we're just going to have to keep our knees bent and be ready to go.
This team kind of, they get maybe pub for their offense, but you look at their defensive numbers, not many teams are doing much against them. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, they've had a couple turnovers that they've gotten out there, and a lot of teams haven't been able to move the ball that greatly on them, and they just run a ton of different things. They try to disguise a lot. They try to throw a bunch of different coverages at you, just trying to confuse the offense, try to confuse the quarterback. So we're trying to do a lot just in the film room, having to watch a lot and have a bunch of different looks out in the practice field, and it's helping a lot to just see a bunch of different looks to understand what we could possibly be getting on different plays, and it's going to just allow me to play faster on Saturday.
Because of the fact you guys played on Friday, this was one of the few games that I'm sure you guys got to actually watch in real time. What are you thinking as you're watching Indiana dismantle the Illini?
It was nice to kind of have that Saturday off to actually watch some college football, watch College Game Day. But it was a very interesting game. I got a buddy that plays on Illinois, and he was hurting after that game. But it was just a very interesting dynamic the whole game. It looked like Indiana kind of got off to a great start with the block punt and then just kind of kept it rolling from there. So hopefully we can kind of start out hot and make them play from behind on Saturday.
How excited are you for this kind of first big game for you to be the quarterback at Iowa, and how are you going to manage your kind of emotions? You know, you were charged up after the first game and everything.
Yeah. Every single week this year we've continued to improve as an offense. We continue to improve as a unit, and that's kind of how I feel like I'm doing as well myself. So just kind of doing what I've been doing the past couple weeks, kind of going in there, have a free mind, just go out there like you're playing backyard football, like you're a little kid again, and just go out there and really have fun.
I know the cliche answer is kind of say, hey, every game means the same. But when you get a ranked team that's maybe the hottest team in the country that people are talking about coming to your place, does it feel like the excitement kind of amps up a little bit?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how Kinnick is on Saturday, and I know that a lot of the fans around town, the people I've been talking to, are really juiced, and I think we're going to get a really loud Kinnick Stadium this weekend, and it's going to make it a lot of fun. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere, and to have one of the hottest teams that's getting talked about right now coming into our stadium is going to be a great opportunity, and we're looking forward to it.
What do you have to do as a quarterback? What's the most important thing you have to do against a team like this on Saturday?
I mean, for me, I got to be able to have be able to make the quick decisions to understand and diagnose what the defense has given us. Just because, again, they are so multiple, they like to run a ton of different disguises, and it just takes a lot of time just watching the film, watching what they're doing on different things, and kind of coming up with a pre-snap plan before the play even happens, and that can end up helping me get to my reads just that much faster, have that much quicker feet, and get the ball to my receivers and allow them to make plays.
How much better are you at that now than you were maybe before the Albany game?
I feel a lot better, and it's also just meeting with Coach Lester and continuing to understand what he wants me looking for and when he's going to be calling certain plays, so I can actually understand when I can expect things to be coming our way, and just being more aggressive in the entire offensive game plan has been huge since the first week, and I feel like it's been an extension of the offense and helps us in the run game as well.
Have you always been that tough and physical running the ball, or is that something you've grown into?
It's something I've always been. Ever since even my freshman year of college, I like to have the ball in my hands. I like to be the guy that's making the plays, making the things happen for the team. And whenever I get the opportunity, like we did on Saturday, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
How do you feel like Coach Lester has given you the freedom to do that?
Say that one more time.
How do you feel like he's given you the freedom to really run the ball and take it into your own hands?
Yeah, and it's not even just like giving me the freedom of just running the ball, but it's also in all the RPOs, all the rollouts, just getting me in space, allowing me to be a playmaker. It shows me just a lot that he has a lot of belief in me, that I'm going to go out there and make plays for the offense, and even in just like important downs, important third downs, he wants to put the ball in my hands and the linemen has done it. The linemen, the tight ends, running backs have done a great job lead blocking for me, and everyone else ends up getting blocked up in the quarterback run, so it really helps our offense in that way.
Indiana can score a lot of points. Does it help that you guys kind of had a little bit of a shootout game Friday night?
Yeah, and it's awesome to see that, and we kind of talk about as an offense, be the reason. We got to be the reason sometimes. If our defense isn't going to have a great game, then we got to kind of step up and be able to win a shootout like it was on Friday a little bit, especially in that first half. Defense ended up stepping up in the second half, and when we kind of sputtered a little bit maybe in that third quarter, but that's how Iowa has. That's how we've been this year. We've been able to kind of play great complementary football, whether that's special teams, offense, and defense, and that's what we're going to have to do on Saturday.
I mean, in those shootout games, what are you guys kind of saying on the sidelines? You see the defense let up a score. I mean, what are you saying with your offense? Like, let's go down and.
Yeah, the first thing I keep on reiterating to all the offensive linemen and the tight ends, because they're always sitting right there, is just that we got to go out there and respond. It's our turn. It's our turn to go down there and score. And the first half, I think we got stopped maybe once, maybe twice, and that was kind of always on us. And just being able to execute at a high level, don't stop ourselves. We can be a really high-level offense, and that's what we kind of showed on Friday.
Coming from an FCS program, we know what Fritz did when he was an FCS coach, James Madison and Elon. What have you made of his rise and how he's been able to bring Indiana into the spotlight in his 2 years there?
Yeah, it's been very impressive to see what he's been doing and what he's done at Indiana. He has a great confidence about himself, and you can see that, and you can hear it in his voice when he's talking to the media and everything like that. But it's also cool to see former FCS guy, a guy that JMU was such a powerhouse in the FCS for a long time, and then when they ended up coming to the FBS, they also are a great team, and just to kind of see that progression, it's been cool to see from an FCS guy.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you never played against a coach when you was at James Madison.
No, I did not.
Okay.
No, I did not. Yeah.
Do you feel like how much fun was it to score those touchdowns there? Did it look like you had fun with the crowd a little bit?
Yeah,
is that something you've
no,
always done, or does that kind of come to you?
I think it's just a little bit of the confidence that continues to grow each and every single week that we're out there, and just getting a little bit of that swagger back out there. It was a lot of fun on Saturday, and that was one of the most fun atmospheres as well. I mean, they had a sold-out crowd, all blackout in the stadium. It was an electric atmosphere.
Do you feel like your connections with your receivers grew last week?
I do. I think that the trust in them has been growing every single week. I mean, Dayton made an awesome play on that one, and he's been having an awesome past couple weeks of practices, and just continuing to believe in those guys, continuing to give those guys chances. Again, Sam had a drop earlier in the game, but I wanted to keep coming back to him, keep giving him opportunities, and just kind of show him that I know I can trust him, and know that he's going to end up making plays later down the road. If he messes up one time, it happens once in a while. I understand that, but just continue to give him those opportunities is very important for the trust and belief in our offense.
Are you doing anything more recovery-wise this year compared to years past with more carries? I think 8 sacks is about what you got in 23 or 24, something like that. Is there any extra, Normatec or ice pads or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing maybe a little bit more, just trying to get into the training room as much as possible, and even if it's more of prehab stuff, just trying to be more preventative, and maybe if I'm aching a little bit, I'm trying to get on top of it before it becomes more of a longer issue down the road. So it is more Normatex, more red light therapy, more time in the tubs, or even just in the aqua therapy room, just kind of being able to run in the water and just be lighter on your feet in that situation. So anything I can be doing and to help me get recovered faster is really important. I think it's awesome that we also got an extra day to recover this week as well, heading into the Indiana game.
I was going to ask you about that, not just to recover physically, but having another day to prep against a team that everybody's talking about, and defensively had a hell of a day in the front seven. Just how much does that help to have an extra day of prep?
Yeah, it's been awesome, and we're ahead of schedule right now, which is really awesome to see too, and it allows me to continue to watch more film. It was great to be able to kind of sit there and watch the full Illinois-Indiana game sitting there on Saturday night. So just being able to get ahead on those things, you're able to do more in practice at the beginning of the week and kind of maybe critique and kind of make the things that you are working on perfect in the end by the end of the week. And kind of look at the different things. Maybe you don't want to be running on Saturday, and kind of just make those little tweaks throughout the week, which is better when you can get ahead.
I asked you a couple weeks ago about Warren's impact and the cut-ups he's doing for you. Are you seeing that, especially on a week like this where it's a ranked team and they're playing really well?
Yeah, and he makes so many awesome cut-ups that I'm always usually end up watching his film a lot of the time that he makes for us, and he's been kind of really helping and getting us ahead, especially on the weeks of all the game film and all the other, like, I guess really just all the film that we're watching. Is he's really getting ahead on, even like he's working on next week's opponent already, just trying to get ahead for us, which is awesome to see, and it really helps kind of just learn the offense and learn what the defense is going to be doing on Saturdays.